Good afternoon, everyone, and I hope you are having so much fun during the lockdown. Okay, now we've started since 12 noon, and I hope you're not complaining of data. Okay, if you are complaining of data, you should be the last person to leave this meeting. Okay, because those that okay, good. Okay, good. So if you are complaining of data, go borrow money, okay? Call somebody, borrow data, and be here, okay? Because those that are complaining of data, they are the reasons why this, mega CISO was organized. So I'm going to share screen. There's something I want to show us, okay? I'm going to use the screen so that I can manage my time and be a little faster. Like I'm not in control of my screen anymore. Okay, good. Okay. So I'm going to start by asking us the question on the screen. Okay. So what do you do when your dream dies? Okay. Do you ignore it and pretend it never happened? Do you sit down and cry out of frustration? Or do you give it one more try? I need your response, okay? Or do you give it one more try? I want to start by appreciating the management of Alliance in Motion Global for putting together this system. Please, Bro Christian, if you can disable annotation, it will be good. Disable it. You can click on the shield. Click on the shield, that shield, or you can make me host. Let me disable it, okay? You can click on the shield and disable annotation. You see it. Once you click disable it, nobody will be able to make annotations. Okay, and please, you can help me delete this one on my screen. Thank you very much, sir. God bless you. Okay, so what do you do when your dream dies? Okay, do you ignore it, pretend it never happened? Do you sit down there and cry out of frustration, or you give it one more try? Yes, you give it one more try. Now, I am Dr. Elijah Mba. By God's grace, one of the top earners of the company. I want to start by appreciating the M Global management and the board of directors and the management for putting this together. Because the best thing that can happen to any team right now is look for ways to engage your people. Okay, if you don't engage them, other teams will engage them. The Ponzi schemes are out there waiting to engage them. You might have your excuses, you might have your stories. The Ponzi schemes do not have their stories. Pay 5,000, collect 10,000, and your team is gone. Okay, so the worst thing that will happen to us if we don't, if we're not proactive, it's not that we're not making money. It's the fact that when this lockdown is over, you might not even have a team because they will be gone. Okay, if you don't engage them, other guys will engage them. Okay, I want to appreciate Mr. Chino that started this event. I've always been a big fan. I want to also appreciate Bochikat. Of course, you know, I've always been a big fan. Met for the first time in the Philippines, 2018. We're in the same bus. It was called the Most Eligible Bachelor. I hope he's still available, okay? Most Eligible Bachelor, Chikobi. And I've admired him from afar. When I heard his story, saw his car, I said, wow, this man can do it. I can do it. A big inspiration. Of course, Mama Grace, one of my mentors, okay? I respect her so much. The first anniversary I attended 2 months after I signed up into this business, Mama Grace became the top one in Nigeria. And I was like, wow, if these people can do it, then why can't I do it? Okay, but now let's get back to why we're here today. So what do you do when your dream dies? Now, I am Dr. Mba. As I said earlier, I signed up into M Global June 2nd, 2017. I missed a lot of struggles. Okay, I was working with Gaiki Hospital where I work around the clock. Okay, I work from morning till 5 when I'm not on call. When I'm on call, I work till the next morning and still work till 5. And I could not make ends meet. Okay, because if you are in Abuja, friends outside Abuja, I believe you make so much money. Okay, so the pressure is more. And if you're a doctor, non-doctors believe you make so much money. And of course, the pressure is more. So when you're now a doctor in Abuja, you see the pressure was crazy. I had to get a second job, get a third job, and the struggle continued. Then somebody invited me to this event. And when I came for the event, I saw possibilities. I saw what could happen to me. Then I signed up. Because before then, I'd already sat down one day, amidst all this stress. I was even involved in a car accident because I slept while driving out of the stress. So I picked up my pen one day and I decided to calculate my lifetime worth. Okay? And I said, what is your lifetime worth? And I need all of us to do that. Okay, while you are staying at home, I need you to keep yourself busy. Pick your pen and paper, even when you were working. Okay, some persons have even lost their job. Even the job you were, the payment you were getting, the cash, the salary you were earning, pick your pen and paper, calculate your lifetime worth in terms of that salary. So I calculated mine for 30 years thereabouts, and it came up to about 240 million thereabouts as a doctor, consultant medical doctor. Then a piece of land beside where I was doing private practice in Wusetu was bought by somebody else, a company, for 260 million naira. And that's when depression came for me. Because I asked myself, does it mean that my whole life as a doctor was not worth a piece of land in Wusetu? Now, remember why we read what we read. Okay, a lot of us say we have passion. It's not true. That's not why we read what we read. Okay, when we started, it was not just the passion. The money was there. Okay, we say financially, you have job security, you're going to have a guaranteed job upon graduation. Now, I realized that my whole life practicing medicine was not worth a piece of land, and my dreams died before my face. So what do you do when you find yourself in that situation? A lot of us are in places where our dreams are dead. Let's go and say the average man dies at age 25, but waits until 65 before he's buried. Okay, we give up on our dreams. Okay, a lot of us graduate, you're still looking for a job, you hope you're going to get a good job by God's grace, and you get your first job, and they start to pay you, let's say, 50,000, 100,000, 150,000, 200,000, and you think it's big. Of course, good enough, right? Enough for you as a single man. But you say, well, this money might not be enough to help me achieve my dream, but let me just stay here. Then eventually you get married, of course. Then there's a child, there's another child, then 5 years pass. 10 years pass, you are still there. 15 years, 20 years, then 30 years, then it's 35 years. Then your dream dies before your face. You realize you cannot achieve your dream. What do you do in that situation? Now, when we sign up, we saw the opportunity, we signed up, we saw testimonies, we saw people being celebrated, and we believe we are going all the way to the top. But we did not know that there will be an issue. And what is that issue? The issue is what I call the tug of war. Okay? It's what I call the tug of war. And that's the foundation of this conversation today, the tug of war. Okay? So what's the tug of war? So you pull the rope and you start to pull towards your direction of financial freedom, okay? But unknown to you, there's somebody on the other side of the rope. I want to be successful. I'm going to make it to the top. I'm going to the top. I'm going to be successful. I'm going to buy my father that house. I'm going to buy my mother a car. I'm going to do all that. I'm going to give my children the best academic education ever. And you are pulling it with all your might and passion, but there's somebody pulling it on the other end. And most times, guess who is pulling the rope on the other end? Guess, post on the comment section. Let me know you're following me. Okay? Guess who is pulling the rope on the other end? Most times. I'll save us that pain. I'll save us the stress. Okay? Most times, see who is pulling the rope on the other end. Your family. You can't do it. You are not good enough. You are too smart for network marketing. My friend, go and get a real job. Network marketing is for people that don't have what they are doing. Go about and be talking. Won't you look for a good job that will pay you 50,000? It's your family. It's your friend. They're the one drawing the rope, making sure that, you see, you will not succeed. Now, they don't know that they are doing that. Trust me. They are not doing that intentionally to harm you or to hurt you, okay? They are doing that because that's what they feel is in your best interest, okay? They feel it's in your best interest. I need to be seeing this feedback, okay? And that's why they are doing that, okay? So your family, extended family, immediate family, they are the ones doing that, okay? They believe you are wasting your time. Now, if an enemy comes for you and says you cannot succeed, you can use it as fuel, okay? You say, try me, I'm going to prove to you that I'll be very successful. But when it comes from family, then you are finished, okay? Because it comes as a subtle attack on your dream and your vision, and you never even saw it coming. So you'll not be able to fight the attack, okay? But you continue to pull the tug of war. You say you will not be distracted, and you continue. You have a team member, you start to pull, okay? But it did not stop, okay? Now, everybody can be successful. Everybody can be successful, but not everybody will, because not everybody is willing to pay the price. I need you to write this down if you're writing. Everyone can be successful, but not everyone will, because not everyone is willing to pay the price, okay? Mr. Christian, please allow my other phone coming, my other device coming, so that I can follow the comments. Okay, please allow my other device in, sir. I just joined the waiting on the other device. Thank you very much, sir. Okay, good. So everyone can be successful, but not everyone will, because not everyone is willing to pay the price. The question is, are you willing to pay the price? Amidst the complaint, amidst all the struggle and all that, okay? Ma'am Grace gave us four levels of actions. Ma'am Grace, you have been digesting 10x Rule by Grant Cardone. Wonderful. You see, the spirit is one, okay? So if you want to also become a top earner, I think you should get that book by Grant Cardone. Do nothing, retreat, normal levels of action, or massive action. As she said it, I said, aha, Mama Grace, good one. Okay? So everyone can, but not everyone will, because not everyone is willing to pay the price. But as you continue to tug the rope, guess who appears on the other side of the rope? A stronger force than your extended family, your spouse. Why? Because your spouse knows you very well. He knows how many times you have tried and failed. He knows, or he or she knows all your weaknesses, and he will remind you, you did this one, you failed. You did the other one, you failed. You did 15, you failed. You did 17, you failed. You are going to fail again. Now you're going to waste our money. The little money we have saved, you are going to waste our money. Somebody say boyfriend was passed. I know. The money you are saving for us to do marriage, you want to waste it. And they pull it. Now, they are doing it from concern. And that is why it is more deadly. Because they are doing it from concern. They really care about you. They do not hate you. And that's why it's deadly. Okay? But you continue to pull on the rope. Okay? You continue to pull on the rope, and sorry. Okay? You continue to pull on the rope, and before then, so I'll just tell us, connected to the okay, eventually I struggled in my business for a couple of months. I attended Lagos anniversary. Okay, I attended Lagos anniversary, where I encountered Mama Grace for the first time, became the top one in Nigeria. It inspired me a lot. Saw Chikat on the stage, young man, vibrant, inspired me a lot. Okay, but there was a testimony that inspired me so much that day, and it's a testimony from Miss Ma'am Victoria Ngatunji. And she was like, if I want $1 million, I just wait for a day or two, and I get it. She said, if I want 10 million, I wait for a week, or say 2 or 3 weeks, I get it. I'm like, this young lady. I said, then we're going to make it work. So I worked very hard by God's grace. 1 year down the line, qualified for the Philippines trip. The Philippines trip was when I encountered Chikat, encountered Mr. Jerry Onokibe, then encountered Mr. Michael Adeyemi, inspired me, told me that the first step of being a GA was very, very heavy. So I said, wow, okay. When we're at our connecting flight, of course, I also met Mama Grace again then. They encountered the Ugandans in the Philippines, okay. Now, these were the inspiration, because amidst those other guys tugging the rope, preventing you from achieving success, you need inspiration, okay? and Mr. Elias Mozi, an African from nowhere, became the top 5 in the world. It inspired me so much. Then another man, Duncan, became top 9 in the world. I'm like, wow. I say, it is possible. Okay? It is possible. If you believe it's possible, post on the comment section. It is possible. If these guys can do it, then it is possible. Okay? If these guys can do it, then why can't you do it? It is possible. If you believe possible, give me a thumbs up and say it is possible. Yes, I can see it. Yes, very possible. So I decided to work on possibilities. Okay, so I focused on my strengths, encountered Mr. Carlo Bonaventura, saw his house, the video of his house, saw his Maserati quadruporte, and I'm saying, wow, we die here. And as soon as I came back from the Philippines, I looked around, look at those that were working in Gaike Hospital where I worked. They were driving Toyota and Honda. And after seeing them with their Toyota and their Honda, I saw people that were 10 years my senior, driving Honda, driving Toyota, wearing coats, complaining about life every day, waiting for the next salary. And they are frustrated when the next salary is delayed by just 5 days. And I said, no, I like the people I saw in the Philippines. I saw young guys. There was one young man that came with a red Ferrari when we were at Batangas. And I looked at this man, maybe 23, 24. I'm like, wow. So I picked up my pen and paper and I did what most people consider crazy. And I fired my boss. Now, at the Philippines, my mentor kept saying it, fire your boss, fire your boss. He was saying it on the stage. I said, this man, what is he saying himself? How will I survive? But the thing clicked. And I fired my boss and I went full time. And as soon as I went full time, there was another tug of war. And this tug of war this time, who is on the other side of the rope? My greatest opponent ever in the history of man. And what's my greatest opponent? Me. Was battling with myself. You have made the greatest mistake. I fired my boss when I was 3 months from my part 1. If you're a doctor in the house, you understand what it means. It was foolish. On a 3 years program, 3 months to finish that program, and I fired my boss. Very foolish thing to do, okay? But if as you do this business, one day you will face your greatest obstacle in life. And that obstacle will be you. And once you're able to defeat yourself, everything becomes possible, okay? Once you're able to defeat yourself, everything becomes possible. I'm going to make this very fast, okay? I will not talk about this for the sake of time I'm running, but you need to get your commitment level. A lot of us are still in the phase of we are just interested in the business. We are there watching. Anything can sweep you off the business. You are not ready yet. Some have some level of commitment. They are still listening to what other people are saying. Pay 5,000, get 10,000. They are still not ready. While some are fully committed, they are sold out. As in, if you see them, when I fired my boss and came in full time, if you see me, it was like somebody that is possessed. In fact, if I'm talking to you, you just know that, well, you just have to do this business, okay? So it depends on your level. So which level are you in, okay? Answer in the comment section. Where are you in, okay? Good. Fully committed, wonderful. That's the best place to be, okay? Now, when you make that decision to be fully committed, all your friends, family, and others will now attack you. Dr. Mba, what is wrong with you? You have changed. You should be happy with what you have. A lot of persons are content with what they have. Why are you not happy with what you have? Play it safe. The tug of the rope, as you continue to aspire to become very successful, it will not stop. It never stops. Stop waiting for problems to disappear. Problems will never disappear. Okay? If you want to settle, just settle, go home, sleep, wait, you get old, you get hungry, you'll be poor. But if you must be financially free and if you must empower a lot of persons, you must be ready to tackle problems when they come. So they will pull on you. Family members, okay, friends, play it safe, my friend. Why are you doing all this? You have changed. You no longer hang out with us. We used to have time together. It used to be fun. Why are you not always with us? Evil communication corrupts good manners. If you spend time with negative people, spend time with small-minded people, you start to doubt your business. Be ye not unequally yoked with unbelievers. Now, this is not a church, but those people are unbelievers in your business. So be ye not equally yoked with unbelievers in your business. Okay? Wonderful. So, and don't quit, definitely. Whatever you do, do not quit. Just after that, another tug of war appeared. Now, before this tug of war, by God's grace, I'll just say a few things that have happened. I worked very hard by God's grace. I declared I was going to be celebrated on stage. After the Philippines trip, after the Abuja trip, I declared I was going to be celebrated on stage. How it was going to happen, I did not know. I got close to Ma'am Grace. Ma'am Grace kept advising me. Of course, my mentor, Ambassador Victor Abalsin, kept advising me. Ambassador Mikey actually held me by the hand. And whatever he said I should do, I did. Okay? And if he said run, I started running. If he said jump, I started jumping. No excuse. If you are here, you are making excuses to your mentor. Sorry, you are not ready for this business. Okay? Don't say it is hard. It is stressful. They know it was stressful before they ask you to do it. Okay? They know it was stressful before they ask you to do it. Let's go and say, if you do what is easy today, your life will be hard. But if you do what is hard today, your life will be easy. So which one do you want? Do you want to pay now and pay later, or pay now and pay later? In the words of Pastor Israel Ikoku, the choice is yours. So before this other tug of war, so I started working very hard, okay? Then all that, you know, by God's grace, became MC, climbed the world stage as an MC. Then there was no Abuja anniversary because I said I was going to climb stage in the Abuja anniversary. There was no Abuja anniversary. Eventually got to the National Lagos anniversary, became an MC. Now, the year before then, I was a civil executive. Okay, I was a civil executive. Then the next year, I became a millionaire circle earner, became a good executive, became the top 4 in Nigeria. Now, why am I saying this? I'm not saying this to brag to you. I'm just saying this to make you understand that there's nothing that is impossible. Even the word impossible says, I am possible, if you can respect it. Now, if I could come from nowhere to being top 4 in Nigeria, now I knew I was working to enter top 20. I never saw top 4 coming. Okay, but it came. Now, if it could happen for me, then why can't it happen for you? Am I communicating? So you have to start thinking bigger about yourself. Now I'm at this level, my own thinking have changed, my plans have changed. Ambassador Michael says now is top 1. So where else do we go from here? Now I'm top 4, I'm saying where do we go from here? But if you need to achieve that, you need to get there first, okay? Then by God's grace, I had about 5 of my teammates in the top 100 in Nigeria, okay, produced the top 3 matcher, Architect Moses Onu, about 8 members of the millionaire circles and 8 good executives, a lot of all that. And just yesterday, by God's grace, one of my teammates became a global ambassador, okay? Now, also qualified for a lot of trips. But amidst all these whole results and all that, the problems did not stop. Then there's another tug of war. Which tug of war is what we are all faced with today? You and I, we are faced with it. It's called COVID-19. Now, the name COVID-19 sends chills down our spines. A lot of us are frustrated. COVID-19, we are waiting for the world to go back to normal before we start our business. Sorry, the world is not going back to normal. As a matter of fact, if you understand it, you will see this COVID-19 is a blessing from God. I will explain it to you. Well, first of all, you need to understand that you have to push yourself because no one else is going to do it for you. No one else is going to do it for you. One of the books I studied by Darren Hardy, Compound Effect by Darren Hardy. Darren Hardy was talking about he was talking about sales and about competition. He said when it gets very hard, when he's making booking calls, inviting people for an event, and it gets tired, he knows at that moment that other persons are getting tired. So that is when he gives it his all. Because when other persons are sleeping, that is when you should be working. When other persons are complaining, that's when you should be doing your best. He said when they are saying there's a casting down, I shall say there's a lifting up. For me, okay, you have to have the courage to doubt your doubts. We are human beings and doubts will come every time, okay? You have to have the courage to doubt your doubts. When your mind tells you, you can't do it, it will tell you, myself told me, can you imagine? I was working hard. It was me that was telling me that I cannot succeed. Me telling me, can you imagine me telling me that, Dr. Ba, this is not for you? Not outsider, me. By the time I finishing myself, what do you expect outsiders to do to me? So I decided to start doubting my doubts. When I say, Dr. Ba, I cannot do that, I say, I don't think so. So I'll be having conversation with myself. I cannot do what? I don't understand. Those that are doing it, do they have two heads? Dr. Ba, you cannot use Zoom. I don't think so. Those that are using it, do they have two heads? Most of us that are on this Zoom meeting today would never use Zoom before this COVID-19. If you agree with me, give me a thumbs up. This is the first time I'm using Zoom. As in, before this COVID-19, I never had Zoom app. Okay? But we had to push ourselves and start to do Zoom. I never knew anything about Zoom. If you agree that this is the first time you are using Zoom, as in before COVID-19, you never used Zoom, give me a thumbs up or a yes. Let me have witnesses in the house. Wonderful. So you see, we all pushed ourselves. People didn't even know that it existed, but we pushed ourselves and we started doing it. Have the courage to doubt your doubt. Never say, I can't do it. I can't does not exist. Now, see me, I'm using Zoom as if I'm a pro. I'm even counseling Mr. Christian. Go to the Shield, do this, do that, do this. I never used Zoom before 1 month ago. But as we kept using it, we kept getting better. Please push past your fear. Have the courage. See, courage is not the absence of danger. Now, you know there's a danger, and you know what can go wrong, but you have the courage to face your fears anyway. Now, it's not like you did not know that there's a danger. You are fully aware. You can go wrong. You can do your meeting. Somebody can come and ruin your meeting. But you went ahead, downloaded the Zoom, and start to do your business. Okay? So have the courage to doubt your doubt. Okay? If you are with me, post on the comment section, say, doubt your doubts. Very, very important. Doubt your doubts. Okay? You must learn how to doubt your doubt and be intentional about it. Okay? Doubt your doubt. Very, very important. Okay? And nothing has meaning except the meaning we give to it. Okay? Nothing has meaning except the meaning we give to it. Before COVID-19, I was doing my business mainly in Abuja, mainly in places I could travel to. Because if I do not have time to work with you, I will not sign you up. If I will not have time to work with you, I will not sign you up. So if you're in a place I cannot travel to, I will not sign you up. But during COVID-19, those limitations became destroyed. You can connect to anybody anywhere in the world. Okay, now I have people signing into my business from Canada. I will not even talk to them in the first place. Now I can mentor them using Zoom. I have somebody signed up into my business from Accra. I will not talk to you in the first place because I will not be able to reach out to you. Okay, I have people sign up in my business in areas I have not been to before. Before now, I will never even talk to you. So the COVID-19 lockdown gave me this opportunity to reach out to where I wouldn't have reached out to. Before the COVID-19, if you cannot come to my office, maybe we'll not be doing business. But now at the comfort of my office, you are wherever you are, people are connected. I saw somebody posted from Tanzania. Somebody posted from, post where you are connecting from, please, people, so that people can see it. Somebody posted from Tanzania, somebody connected from Uganda, somebody connected from Ghana, somebody connected from Philippines. And we are having this awesome mega season together. It has never happened before. Okay, so stop looking at the bad part of everything. Choose to be positive because nothing has meaning except the meaning you give to it. Choose not to be a complainer, okay? Embrace change and start going towards it. Since the COVID-19, my business has seen another level of increase. Okay, so we are not trying to manage waiting for COVID-19 to finish for us to start business. In fact, some persons are secretly paying for COVID-19 not to end. Because right now, most times you don't even need to pay for offices. At the comfort of your house, you do events. Sometimes you can even do event by 8 p.m. Nobody will complain. It's too late, I cannot come out. They gather and they do the meeting. Okay? That is the best thing that has happened to us. So if you see it that way, it will make sense to you. Now, I'm going to advise you to study. Make sure you study. Study is not for everybody. Now, Ma'am Grace quoted the book, was discussing, mentioned some things in the book, and I could guess the book exactly. Why? I've studied that book. I've studied a lot of books. Okay? I was mentored by the best, but I did my own part. If I did not study, I would not know. Even if you doubt that I don't study, my mom Grace does not doubt it because she knows the book. I will appear like a prophet when I said it. That's where it's from. Okay. How did I come to know that? I've studied. Successful people study. Study is for kings. You don't expect it from cheap people. It's a royal behavior. Okay. Bible says it is of the king, it is the pleasure of God to conceal a matter. And it is the pleasure of kings to search it out. How do kings search it out? Through study. If you are not studying, you just put yourself amongst people that are followers, peasants. Studying is a royal, that's why it's not easy to do. But if you do that, you separate yourself from a lot of persons. All the mistakes you would have made, you will not make it because you would have learned from people that have made the mistakes before. Okay? And you can get ahead. Okay? So then you master all the 7 skills. I'm going to round it up here. Okay? But I'm going to give you my advice as we round up. Okay? I've already overshot my time. I thought I had to cut down a lot of things I've had planned for us, but I have to cut them down because you cannot get everything today. And it's not my fault, it's your fault. Some of us are complaining of data. So what am I going to do? Okay? Wonderful. So advice I have for you, number 1, you must commit your business to God. Okay, you must involve God in your business. You say, in all your ways, acknowledge Him, He will direct your path. I don't care which religion you are part of, you don't have to be a Christian, you don't have to be a Muslim. Any religion you are part of, there's a God there. Commit your business to your God. Number 2, you need to get mentors, okay? I have a lot of mentors, Ambassador Michael, Ambassador Victor, Mama Grace, a lot of them, okay? Even mentors that do not even know that they are mentoring me. Elias Mosi, I follow his timeline and all that. He doesn't know that it's mentoring me, but it's mentoring me anyway. He doesn't have a choice. Right now you can hijack anybody to mentor you. If they put out content, you look at their content and you get mentors. So get mentored, okay? And when your mentors ask you to do this, please jump and start doing it. Don't make any excuse. If you make excuses, do not give you the next assignment, okay? Get an accountability partner. Get somebody you work close with that can hold you accountable to what you say you will do. I say I'm going to do an event this evening and I am not doing it. Let there be somebody that will harass you. But you said you're going to do it. Why are you being irresponsible? Okay, sorry, I'm going to do it tomorrow. Okay, so get an accountability partner, very important. Work your butt off. I'm not going to talk about that because Chika did a lot of work. You can't overemphasize it. Chika dealt with that, okay, in depth. So work your butt off. Have a game plan. You cannot arrive at any place meaningful by moving anyhow. Okay, if you are writing, write this down. You cannot arrive at any meaningful destination by walking anyhow. You must have a game plan. Okay? You must have a game plan. Whether you think you can achieve it or you think you cannot achieve it, just write it in on paper. As a matter of fact, if you want to draw goals, write unachievable goals. Goals that when you write it, your heart will start to fear. Then you really have a goal. Because fear is a gift. And if you've ever achieved any good thing in life, you'll find out that just before you achieved it, there was fear. If you wrote your project in school, if you're writing your final exam, there was fear. If you look for a very good job, before the interview, there was fear. Before any good thing comes to us, fear comes first. Okay? So don't be afraid of fear. If there's fear, know that you are doing the right thing. Right? Get a very big goals. Okay? So dare to dream. Dream big. And if it scares you, then dream bigger. Okay? That is how to deal with fear. Then master the 7 skills. There are only 7 skills in this business. Okay? Master the 7 skills. Finding prospects, inviting, presenting, follow up, closing, getting the new distributor started and promoting events. Master the skills, help your teammates. Master the skills. So for your business, stop the blame game. You are blaming upline. You are blaming downline. You are blaming company. You are blaming product. You are blaming government. You are everybody has problem. You are only the only one that does not have problem. Your downline, they are not working. Your upline is lazy. Mba has not sent product. Everything, doctor, I don't know why they did not. Everything everybody has a problem apart from you. Congratulations, because if you continue that way, you are not going to be successful. You need to take responsibility for both your business and even for the mistakes other people make in your business. Now, this is my golden advice to all of us. Okay, and wherever you are, I need you to read it out. Fail again, and keep failing until you succeed. Okay? Fail again, and keep failing until you succeed. Never be afraid to fail. Failure is not the opposite of success. Failure is a neighbor to success. The more you fail, the closer you are to success. So continue to fail. Even the Bible says the righteous man falls 7 times and rises again. You just fail one. You have refused to get up. Are you sure you are righteous? Okay. So continue to fail until you succeed. Okay, that's the goal. Now, I need us to read this together wherever you are. This is a very important quote that I encountered. First time I encountered it was when I watched the movie Akira and the Bear, and I encountered this quote. Okay, you can take a screenshot of this quote, very important quote, and keep it where you can see them every day. It says, our deepest fear is not that we are inadequate. Our deepest fear is that we are powerful beyond measure. It is our light, not our darkness, that most frightens us. We ask ourselves, who am I to be brilliant, gorgeous, talented, fabulous? Actually, the question is, who are you not to be? You are a child of God. Your playing small does not serve the world. Okay, you need to know that there's nothing enlightening about shrinking so that other people won't feel insecure around you. We are all meant to shine as children do. Okay, we are born to make manifest the glory of God that is within us. So it is not just in some of us, it is in every one of us, including you there looking at me, that has probably given up on your dreams and aspirations. Okay, you there that are just waiting to quit, it is also in you. Okay, and as we let our light shine, listen, we unconsciously give others permission to do the same. As we liberate our own self from our own fear, our presence automatically liberates others. Very important, okay? And of course, there will still be another tug of war. And what will be this tug of war? I know you are used to it now. More problems. Problems will keep coming. Problems will keep coming. What are my final words? In the words of Jim Rohn, do not wish it were easier. Wish you were better. And do not wish for less problem. Wish for more wisdom. Okay, stop praying for problems to go away. Problems come to make you strong. If you don't take exam, you will not be promoted. If you don't take exam, you will not graduate. You cannot become world boxing champion without boxing people. It's not possible. You cannot win World Cup without playing football and risking them breaking your leg. It's not possible. So pray for more problems and pray for more wisdom, because the more you solve the problems, the more financially free you become. Okay? The world is looking for problem solver. That's the highest paying skill in the world. Okay? Just imagine you're able to get a cure to COVID-19. You become a billionaire. That's a problem. So how are you solving the problems you have around you? Okay, so this is a problem. If you've not been able to do your Zoom, do your online event, it's a problem. Solve the problem, okay? Do not wish it was easier, wish you were better. Do not wish for less problem, wish for more wisdom, okay? And at the end, you can become triumphant. And remember, as you succeed, you give other persons permission to do the same. When I became top 4, a lot of persons believe it is possible for them. Succeed so that other persons can receive inspiration for their own success. I love you all, and hope to see more of you. And I hope somebody here is going to push past their fears and get ready to fail themselves into success, please. Fail yourself into success, fail your way into success. God bless you. I love you.
Thank you, Dr. Elijah. Wow, 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 wow. That was a very great message.